everyone, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Melinda and I am a part-time reseller on Poshmark, Mercari, and eBay. My username on those platforms is Tailored and Teal, and you can also find me on Instagram at the same username. Today's video is my top 10 best-selling brands on Poshmark. Now these are by no means luxury items. These are not luxury brands. You'll actually notice that they're all bread and butter brands, which is pretty much what I've been running my business off of for a year and a half now. So I have my handy dandy list here, and I'm just going to go over the top brands. I'm also going to go over how much I've made total off of these brands and the average sales price per piece that I've sold. One thing I'd like to note about this list, I did this about a month ago, so there are numbers that have definitely changed, but I'm just going to go off of what I've calculated so far. And then at the bottom of my list, after those brands, I'm going to go over my top 5 best-selling categories. All right, so we're going to work our way backwards through the brands. I'm going to start with my number 10, and that is Old Navy. Now, as a rule, I try not to pick up Old Navy in the thrift store just because it does not have a high retail or resale value, but sometimes you just find those cute pieces that, you know, are very rare, but you think that someone else might like them. So I'm Old Navy, I had 7 sales. I made $86 and my average sales price was $12.29, which honestly, I'm okay with for Old Navy. Next up is Free People. So this would be probably the most luxurious brand, I guess you could say, or like Bolo brand on my list. So with Free People, I made 8 sales and I made $215, giving me an average sales price of $26.88. This is the brand that makes me the most average sales price per piece sold. When I started thrifting and going out and looking for items to flip, I heard that Free People this, Free People that. I heard Free People was the best. Well, I picked up a few items that took forever to sell. My first Free People item was actually a retail arbitrage item on clearance at TJ Maxx or Marshall's. It was a dress that I paid $20 for, and it only ended up selling for $40 after maybe 8 months. So I've learned my lesson. There are some pieces that I will pick up just because they're cute and in style. However, I am more selective with Free People. All right, so number 8. I almost said number 3. Number 8 is Loft. So Ann Taylor Loft. I made 8 sales, $122, and an average sales price of $15.25. I think the reason why I have so much Loft in my closet is when I started reselling, I picked up Loft because I personally liked it, not because of what I thought other people would like. I shop at Loft. I love their stores. I love Ann Taylor. I love Loft. I love their aesthetic. However, it's not always a sought after piece. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure I have a lot more Loft pieces in my closet that just aren't moving. And I do, as a rule, try not to pick it up unless it's for a very, very low price. My number 7 brand is American Eagle. I had 8 sales, $112, and average sales price of $14. Most of those items were jeans and shorts and a few like boho tops. I will say the one thing about American Eagle is if you find the right piece, it will sell really quickly for you. I think at least out of these 8 sales, I had 2 or 3 that sold within a couple hours. So it really just depends on, you know, what people are looking for, if it's trendy, if it's in style. Also, the larger sizes in American Eagle seem to do well, so keep that in mind. My number 6 brand is Talbot's. I made 9 sales, $192 with an average sales price of $21.33. The one thing I try to do with the brand Talbot's is pick up items that will bring me a higher return. So suit blazers, sweaters, things like that that'll usually bring higher priced sales. But I do really enjoy Talbot's aesthetic. I like their clothing. I don't particularly wear them, but I like to look at them. Number 5 is Athleta. I made 10 sales, $173, with an average sales price of $17.30. So there's a reason why this is so high on the list. I purchased a Mercari lot of mostly Athleta, athletic wear. So some of it was Lululemon, some of it was Athleta, some of it was Prana. So it had a lot of Athleta pieces. And I will say that some of these pieces did sell relatively quickly. I think the key thing for Athleta is to find the name of the piece of clothing that you have, because people actually do search for that. I know I actually search for that. I'm trying to find a specific legging and it's sold out on the website, but I can't find it anywhere else. But I know the name of it, so I continue to search. So Athleta does have their style number on their tag, so it's really easy to look up. As long as it's within the past couple of years, you should be able to find it. All right, my number 4 brand is Lane Bryant. I made 10 sales off of Lane Bryant. I made $178 in sales, average sales price of $17.80. Now, I did get a lot of free Lane Bryant clothing, so that's one reason why this ranks so high. Secondly, plus size does fantastic usually. Thirdly, Lane Bryant's pretty much the only plus size brand in my thrift stores besides like Target, Ava and Viv, Faded Glory, things like that. So when I'm in the plus size section, it's mostly Lane Bryant, so that is what I tend to pick up. So I love it. If I can find it in the newer styles, I definitely pick it up. All right, my number 3 brand, which is my favorite brand to source and also to wear if I could find it in my size often, it's Lucky Brand. So I made 11 sales with Lucky Brand, $218 in sales, and an average sales price of $19.82. And along with American Eagle, Lucky Brand has brought me a lot of fast flips. A couple of pieces have sold within an hour or two, or half a day, or something very quickly. And I just love their comfort. Like, they're all about comfort and a little bit of boho and a little bit of Western. But I really just enjoy their aesthetic altogether. So my top 2 brand is A New Day. I made 12 sales, $171 and $14.25. And there is a reason behind this. I purchased a bulk liquidation lot of shoes. These were all brand new with tags. However, bulk sources directly from Target. And so most of the items were A New Day, Universal Thread. There are a few kids brands in there as well. So I knew that I wouldn't be getting a lot of money for them. However, people look for those. That's a brand that they know, a brand that they might like. So I made a nice, decent profit off of them. My last best-selling brand is Gap. I made 16 sales, $260, and $16.25 average sale price. I personally love the Gap. I love shopping there. I love their clothing. It's comfortable. It typically lasts for a while. It's cheap enough for me to purchase, retail prices. And it seems like other people also look for that too. So now on to my top 5 categories that I've sold in. So I'm going to start backwards again. And I never said this, but this is for my whole reselling career. This is from when I started September 2018 up until now. Well, it would have been last month. So May of 2020. So this is total. All right. So, category 5 is jeans. I sold 31 pair of jeans, which is funny because I really don't enjoy sourcing jeans because they're usually expensive and I can never seem to find the right one that's in style, skinny, high rise. I can never find any of that. All right, category 4 is dresses. I sold 38 dresses. So I did purchase a Mercari lot that was all dresses, so I think that has something to do with it. Category number 3 is jewelry. And there's a reason for this too. So my grandmother had my grandmother and my mother had two full jewelry boxes that were just kind of sitting around collecting dust. Most of it was costume jewelry. There was maybe a few pieces that were of higher quality, but most of it was just, you know, gold plated, silver plated, fake rhinestone, fake diamonds kind of thing. So I sold off a lot of those pieces, and I sold 40 pieces of jewelry. Category number 2 is shoes. So this goes with the liquidation lot that I purchased. I did sell a lot of those off. It might even be like a third of that number. 52 pairs of shoes I sold. And my number 1 category, which shouldn't be a surprise really to anyone, is shirts. Shirts are easy to source, they're easy to photograph, and I feel like more people have shirts in their closets than they do dresses or skirts or pants even, or maybe even shoes. So shirts are a necessity. So it makes sense as to why that number is so high. And I sold 106 shirts. It's really interesting to see that all of these brands are pretty much bread and butter brands, which I'm perfectly okay with. I love a fast flip, so if I can do that over and over again, I'm good. I'm happy. All right, well, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that you learned something through it. Let me know down in the comments below, what are your best-selling brands, or what do you seem to be selling a lot of lately? And as always, make sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and give me a thumbs up on the way out if you don't mind. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.